Guys, welcome back. Episode 4 of the road to becoming a HGV trucker. I'm gassed, I'm excited. I'm currently on the way to my theory test. So today I've got HGV Theory test and the Hazard Perception. So done a lot of studying. To be honest, I've predominantly used it. There's an app that I've used. I'll put it in the description. And I'm excited, you know. I don't really get nervous. Things don't really bother me. My wife always says, you know, how do you not get nervous? Like, why do things just not bother you? Because I just go with the flow. If you put the work in and you put the effort in, which I have, I've had a week and a half. So from me talking to my, it's like a brokerage, it's like the middleman that sort all this HGV stuff out for me. After speaking to them a week and a half ago, so I was like, look, when's the nearest available test slot? And they're like, oh, it's in a week and a half. I'm like, cool, let's go. He's like, are you sure? Like, have you practiced? I'm like, yeah, I'll be good. At that point, I'd done zero studying, research. I know a bit anyway, because I'm in the industry kind of, so I know about that. So I was like, look, let's go with it. And I just spent every evening, any moment that I can get in the day, just taking the time, going through the app. Again, I'll put that in the link. Really cool app as well, majorly helpful. I've been going through that as much as I physically can at any moment that I can. So I've been hitting that hard. I've been on it hard. Today's the day. It is just the theory test, and look, you can retake it, but I'm not one like that. And maybe put in the comments if you're the same. But if you're like me, where you just, I want to get something done, that's the date. I've put the work in. Let's get it done. I don't want to be coming back forth. I don't want any of that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm on the way. I'm doing it in Gloucester today. Not the best place. Gloucester town centre is horrendous, but we'll get in there. I think they give you about, as far as I'm aware, your theory test is 100 questions. You've got to get 85 correct. I believe they give you about 2 hours, or just under 2 hours. Something like, yeah, it's just under 2 hours. It's 1 hour 55 minutes to do your theory test. And then your hazard perception, they give you, I believe it's 20 videos. I've been training on 20 videos, and the videos are about a minute each, so it's probably another 20-30 minutes. That's 2.5 hours. So let's see how long it takes me. Do I pass? Do I not? On my tests, like last night, and I've been doing like mock tests, I've been getting, you need to get 67 out of 100 on the hazard perception. I've been getting 80 to 85 out of 100, which is a pass. And on my mock tests for my actual theory, there's 100 questions and you have to get 85 right, and I've been getting anywhere from 90 to 95 right. So am I going to do it? Am I not? We're about to find out. So yeah, bear with me. When I come out, I'll do another video, see if I passed it or not. Peace. Right, I'm back. Well, that was interesting. Question: did I pass? Did I fail? I'm just about to drive down the driveway now. So I left Gloucester, just driven 20 minutes back. Did I pass? Did I fail? What do you think? Well, before I even tell you whether I passed or failed, I was in for a little bit of surprise, because as far as I was aware, I was doing my HGV Theory and my HGV Hazard Perception. So when I got there, and those of you who've done these tests, when you get into the building, the room, wherever you are, it's a bit like, it's kind of like being back in school, really. There's a guy or a person at the front, there's lockers, you have to read some paperwork, you have to put all your stuff in a locker, phone goes off. That was the weirdest thing, have my phone off for a couple of hours. I'm not used to that. I run my whole business from my phone. One of my clients yesterday was like, you must, at least I was texting, we did a job for him last minute, and we do a lot of urgent work. So like, he's like, how are you like able to run your business? I'm like, I literally run everything from my phone. The drivers, the clients, the operating, just sorting everything out, the invoicing, just everything is done from my phone. So the phone was put away for 2 hours, and that was weird. Actually, yeah, just under 2 hours. That was weird, to be honest. And they pat you down, check you all down. So yeah, so when I got there, it was, yeah, you're down for 3 things today, Sam. You're down for your HGV Theory test, you're down for your hazard perception, you're down for your CPC. I was like, CPC? I was like, I know I paid for it, but I thought CPC was later. And they was like, well, you're doing it, are you all right? But I was like, I'll roll with it, hit me with it, let's go. I'm good, like, I'm good to go. I'll roll, just turn the car off. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. And I had no idea, by the way, about CPC. Like, obviously I've done my theory stuff, my practice, done my hazard perception practice. And I haven't had an idea about CPC, I didn't really know. So yeah, what was the result? Well, right, I've got the paperwork here. Okay, so let's start with the HGV Theory. What do you reckon? Did I pass it? Did I not? Where is the HGV Theory? Oh, here we go. Right. HGV Theory, okay? In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to start. I'm going to start my hazard perception. I'm going to start my hazard perception first, all right? And I'll tell you why in a minute. Hazard perception. What did I get? So hazard perception, you need to get 67 out of 100. So that's hazard perception is when you're sitting there, you got the mouse and you're seeing all the things go past the screen and you have to click when the hazard is, but you have to click at the right time to get the most points. So you got to get 67 out of 100 to pass. I got 79 out of 100. So I passed the hazard perception. Flying colours, I'm happy with that. A win is a win, I'll take that, I'm happy with that. CPC, okay, CPC, you have to get 44 out of 50. Sorry, you have to get 40 out of 50. I think you just know what I got. You have to get 44 out of 50. And what was interesting with the CPC, I didn't know this, but CPC essentially when you sit there, they're going to give you between 5 and 10 case studies. So they'll give you a picture, they'll give you a big blurb about what's happened, the driver, what they're driving, they'll just give you all this stuff. And then you'll get questions, all multiple choice still, asked on parts of that. You know, if it was like they worked for X amount of hours today, what should their rest period be? They started at this time, they finished at this time. How often can they do longer hours or shorter hours? It's just questions like that. Or one of them was like a cement mixer. It's like, what is this? Well, it's obviously a cement mixer. All right, where does a cement come out of the mixer? Click to where it is. So it's things like that. So you have to get 40 out of 50 to pass it. I got 44. So that's the hazard perception passed. That's a CPC, which I did not know I was doing passed. And my theory of large vehicle tests, you've got to get 85 out of 100, right? What do you think I got? 85 out of 100. What I'm going to tell you is, there's a saying that Vin Diesel said in The Fast and the Furious, and he said, it doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile, winning is winning. And I passed it, and I'm going to leave it at that, okay? So I passed it, that's the main thing. So I've now got a certificate here, somewhere here, which says certificate, that I've passed it all. And I can essentially now go on to do my full training, which I'm very, very excited. Yeah, here we go, certificate, passed all 3 of them. A win is a win, all right? We did them all. And now I spoke to my guys, the brokers that do all this. They set it all up for me, they plan it all in. And so it's Wednesday today. On Friday, they're coming back to me with all the dates. Usually say within about 2 weeks or so, then I can book in the practical. So it's 6 days of practical driving an articulated lorry. So it's the class 1 I'm going for, not the class 2. I went for the whole works because that's what we're looking to get, is the articulated lorry. But it also means you can drive your class 2 as well. So your rigids, you can do all of that as well. So now, just waiting on that for Friday. And then we've got 6 days training. And I'm going to see if I can do it intensively. Right? What I mean by that is when I did my driving test, I didn't do block training. I just did Monday to Thursday, was just solid for 4 days of just driving instruction. And then I did my test on the Friday. And I'm going to see if I can do something like that. Although it is 6 days, so I might need to break it over 2 weeks. See if I can intensively hit like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days 1 week, 2 or 3 days the next week, and then boom, hit the test. If I can, don't know if I can do that. Gonna go for it. I believe I know who it's going to be with, and I think it's going to be with MT Training in Teddington, which isn't too far. It's in Tewkesbury, so we'll find out about that soon. But yeah, that's passed, that's done. I'm buzzing, happy about that. To be honest, I have been hitting it hard. I've been revising hard. I had a week and a half. I just set the goal, said right, I'm going to do it. I got that app, and I just was hitting it so hard, just every night, every day, wherever I can, just flipping on the app, going through the questions, doing the mock tests. Hazard perception at first. I forgot, like, it's been what, 15, 16 years since I did my driving test, so I kind of was like, hazard perception, forgot the whole gist of it, went back on there, got the gist really quickly, lots of mock tests, lots of practice. So that's it, theory's all done and dusted. I'm excited, I'm ready for the next step, the practical, and then when the practical's done, it's going to be the main test, and that's the next one. Once that's done, and I'm certified to drive a class 1 articulated lorry, most people, or a lot of people, would generally then go to apply for a company to work for. I'm not doing that because we have a logistics company, SPF Logistics. So for me, after that, it's going to be to apply for the operator's license. That's got its whole dynamics around doing that as well. You know, there's so many things you have to have for that. You have to have X amount of money in the bank account. I think it's a minimum of 8.5 grand in the bank account to prove that you've got money for recovery, fuel, all that stuff. That's fine, tick that box. But you need to show you've had as much money as you can over a 3-month period is what they'll look at, which is fine. And then you've got to have land where you can park it. You're meant to have a contractual agreement with someone that's got that. If you haven't got that, well, I've got, even though we have land here, I'm not going to park it here because it takes up a lot of space. There's someone down the road, farmer, I've already agreed with him in principle. We can rent a piece of land from him to park it there. It's literally like 4 minutes away, 5 minutes away. You need to have a contractual agreement with service company who are going to maintain it, because you have to have your checks every 6 weeks with an articulated lorry, tractor unit, and with a trailer. So every 6 weeks they have to be checked, and then there'll be MOTs as well. And there's a whole lot to that, and a lot that they can say no to. If they say no, you just apply again. And then once that's done, buy an articulated lorry. So yeah, this is the next step done, which is positive. If you've got any questions on any of the theory stuff, or if there's any more to it you want to know about, ask me about it, comment below, and I'll let you know on that. The questions, really, it's all multiple choice. Some of it is common sense, some of it is just stuff you need to know, and if you don't know it, you're not going to get it. Like, what's the 3/4 length of a tyre? What's the minimum tread allowed on a lorry? Well, normally on like a car, you know, you're normally talking a couple of mil, like 3 mil at the least, really. It's a bit low. On a lorry, it's 1 mil. Across the 3/4 of the breadth of it, I think it is. So little things like that, just little questions, and me just going over and over and over, they just stuck in my head. So as soon as I saw the answer to that question, bang, hit it, next one. I did in practice my theory test on my mock test on my phone. I did that on average in about 25 minutes, and they give you 2 hours. The one today, I did it in 45 minutes. They give me 2 hours, did it in 45 minutes. Once I'd done, I left my seat, got up, went to see them, yeah, cool, and then they give me like 3 or 4 minutes, have a drink, whatever, and then they go, right, on to your hazard perception. Hazard perception, you can't rush, because it's the videos play for as long as they play. I think it's like 20 minutes. And then the CPC, they gave me an hour for 50 questions. I did it in 25 minutes again, so not long. But again, just doing the revision constantly gave me the confidence to be like, I know that answer, I know what that is, I can push that one on. And that's the key now. So yes, here we are. That's episode 4 for you, theory. Like I say, any comments, any questions, drop them below. I check every comment. I always come back to every person. And one thing I noticed, actually, guys, I looked yesterday, and on my YouTube analytics, 92% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, follow me, like, comment. This whole journey, I'm just going to keep going through step by step by step. So it's going to be loads of different episodes. And then once I've done it all, once we've got the operator's license, or once I've passed the practical, once we've got the operator's license, once we've got the articulated lorry, I'm going to be gearing that with cameras all around it. I'm going to be bringing you content again constantly. I'll probably do another series on that, like day in the life stuff like that. What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I get my loads from? My clients? What work have I got? What work am I keeping in? What am I subbing out? Because we'll not only have the vans that we've got, we'll also have the HGV as well, and then continue to grow and grow and grow. I like to have it where we're literally filming everything and we're putting it all out there. That's what I want. So it's just step by step by step. But yeah, hit that subscribe, hit the like, and I'll see you on the next one.